Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some good news from Dragon Ball Legends, and I'm going to be talking about something that is going to be good for Legends and what's going to be bad for Legends and what I'm going to be talking about. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for every upload that I upload to the channel. Let's get this started. That I want to talk about here on the news that they posted today, earlier this morning. And this is the newsletter team from Dragon Ball Legends. So this is the changes to what they're going to be doing for May. So it says Dragon Ball Legends will be celebrating its 7th anniversary for this year in May. To make this special year as exciting as possible, as well as to ensure Legends can be played and enjoyed for many years to come, and we're currently hard at working on a massive version update, which is going to be good for the game for the 7th anniversary. Here we will explain some challenges that Legends is facing with regard to character abilities and effects those abilities have on the battle experience. To make character abilities easier to understand and return to the battle where there's elements and distinct characters' abilities are viable. Okay, so here's the thing that they're going to be changing to the game. Says introduce many different characters in order to develop a unique game experience. Okay. In this notice, we will explain the 3 major issues we have identified and the ways in which we plan to address them. A lot of information will be covered, but we hope you have time to read this. Okay. Homogenization of abilities. Weird name. In past PvP metas, arts draw speed up and draw speed up was a distinctive ability usually given to characters who demonstrated strong opponent combo abilities in the original series. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of characters in the game that has these combo abilities all the time. But then we have characters that are like not relevantly combo type. We have like defense type characters too that don't really go combo like. Or even if they do go combo, it's like they don't last long because they're more a defense unit. So on the other hand, the tag regeneration characters would have abundant ways to restore their health. In other words, each character has distinctive characteristics. Yeah. As more characters have been added, the number of characters with any given ability has increased. As a result, characters have become more and more, whatever that means, making their individual characteristics harder to grasp. Yeah, the game has been very hard to play PvP, and some characters are harder to use. So, matter of fact, I do want to talk about something here. Is like they have not added a new element color factor into the game, which they have never introduced. Orange, the element color orange, they never put it into the game. Like, I get the color wheel now, like, hey, we still have blue, green, purple, yellow, but we have no orange. Like, we have no elemental color orange in the game at all that needs to be added in this game. And we have never gotten it. We got black and gray, but we can't have orange. Like, where's the orange at? You know? Let's be honest. Where's the orange? Another example of this element, disadvantage nullification for damage sustained effects. Yeah, which means the cut pin is what they're talking about, the cut pin. They're going to change it to damage guard, which is like a new thing they're going to try to change it to, which are only given a select few units. And first of all, many characters are starting to get these effects, making it harder to enjoy element-based strategies. Increase in characters with high combo power. The same issues has occurred with special cover chain nullification and draw speed up effects. With combo capabilities continuous on the rise, matches often devolve into one-sided affairs with where one player is on the receiving end of lengthening combo, whatever. They need to do better with their words. Some of you can probably recall times when you could only watch helplessly after a single mistake lead to a long combo that eventually destroy your entire party. Currently, that is true. I see that a lot in PvP, and most people don't even they recognize that, but they don't care. But then at the same time, but yes, I do agree that they should change this and make it more fair play, because honestly, the PvP is not fair play right now. There are a few opportunities to switch from defense to offense and vice versa, and this has damaged the play experience of battles, which is true. It has damaged the entire game of PvP. Not like raids and not like co-op and stuff like that, but like it's just mostly just PvP basically. Most likely it's just PvP. Increase in complexity and length of characters' abilities. Another result of single characters having such a wide variety of abilities is that the text of the abilities have gotten quite long and difficult to understand. True, that has been an issue for the game for a lot of characters they have been releasing, and their context of the characters and how their kits are is so freaking long. Like, I don't want to spend hours just reading the abilities. No, just make it very short and just tell us through. Let's say you're putting up a new video for the next reveals and stuff. Give us the information of the characters there, and then when the character drops, give them a short text of their abilities, because we already know what their abilities are going to be at once we read the context after you do video and stuff, bruh, or during video and stuff. Y'all should be just handing out the information like you usually do, but make the context very short when the characters releases, when you read their kits from there, if you decide to. Just saying. The conditions and activities have been getting more complex. They are difficult to pierce for players who just started. We would expect they are also difficult to veteran players too. True, I am a veteran player to Dragon Ball Legends, but there's one issue that they need to fix, and we're going to talk about it pretty soon. After this, I want to get this over with real quick, and then we'll hop into the other thing, what Legends needs to fix. We consider the cause of both this issue and the fermentation. Really, y'all really need to do better with you guys' words, man. Y'all do words, man. They need to do a better job with that. To be individual characters have too many abilities. True. The following sequence have come true to this. I would say, like, when you make a character that has a lot of abilities, maybe you should cut down on the abilities and make the character more like fair play. And that will give players a better time to play PvP and have a lot more enjoyment, because people will get their turns to fight, instead of always having the enemy team always taking you down in PvP so freaking quickly and you never get a chance to play. Because this game is not fair play at all. Like, rating matches currently right now is not fair play. And this is the reason why I do not like playing PvP. Because they made PvP not fair play when it should be fair play all the time for all the characters that you use in the game. But they keep making these broken characters, which makes the game, like, makes PvP more unfair to play. So it's like, well, what's the point of even playing PvP if you cannot use this unit? Then what's the point of playing PvP in the first place? People showcase different characters on their channels, and that's what I do. I showcase different characters. I don't showcase the same character 50 billion times over like other players out there that are not even content creators. They use the same damn units every freaking day, which is quite boring. I don't like fighting the same characters every day. Like these players use the same damn character every freaking day. It's a damn shame. People should be using all these free characters, whether they're good or not. At least try them. You know, and these people don't try them. This is why they don't know nothing about Legends at the full peak of Legends, because they want to use the same characters but don't want to use any other characters half the damn time. Most players don't even use free to play characters half the damn time. Like, it's a shame, man. What's the point of you playing Legends if you don't try other characters? The whole point of the game is to try new units, try different characters, see how good they're gonna be, instead of using the same characters every day 50 billion times over. What's the point, right? Combo capabilities increased due to special cover change nullification, draw speed up. Okay, yeah. Hand destruction, key reduction, and other disruption effects increase to combat those combo capabilities. Yes, those combos and like key reductions and disruptions. I think, you know what? I think the disruptions is good for the game because it gives player a better chance to like fight back. And the key reduction, they need to stop doing the key reduction because that's really annoying. I really don't like key reduction. It's not good for the game. But what's good for the game is the disruption effects. And the reason why I say that is because it'll stop players from comboing too long, and it gives the other player a chance to fight back where it's a fair play. And that's why I think disruption effects is a good thing in the game. But for key reduction, I don't think it's a good thing to do that because it takes away the fun of the game. And really what it does is like it neutralizes you from playing the game entirely. It makes you wait longer. It helps you lose faster. That's why I'm like, key reduction is not really a good thing. Well, maybe to your like yourself character, but like then again, if it's like another team using a character that does key reduction to your character, kind of like Ultra Turles, that's a problem, you know. Attribute downgrades, nullifications, similar effects increase to combat those disruption effects. Another factor contributing to this that internally we had set a limit of 70% for sustained damage cut pin, which is cut pin. I call sustained damage cut, I call them cut pin because it's easier to understand. Because you're cut pinning the damage that has been taken. That's basically what it is, cutting it in half of 70%. This was done by avoid possible confusion about all damage being reduced to zero if damage cut pin effects were to exceed 100%. And that's a problem because Ultra Turles takes away key reduction right after you kill him his first life, and he has that revival. It reduces all of the key reduction from that character, and it kind of screws up the cut pin, and that's what it does, and that's why it makes the character more useless in a fight. And that's why I don't like when Ultra Turles does the key reduction after revival. I think it's kind of stupid to put that on that character. But yeah, they should not be adding key reductions on character especially on ultras after revivals. They should not be doing that. You know. Let's see. Addressing these issues, adjustments to combos incorporating steps. Okay, that's good. Card draw and key recovery are reducing during steps combos, but in order to prevent excessive comboing, increasing that reduction amount is being considered. Yeah, see. let's see here. Adjustments to activation timing and length of special cover change nullification. Recent characters have already been released. With these balanced changes in mind, we plan to avoid giving future characters excessive amounts of special cover change nullification, which is true. Don't put that too much on certain characters every time they release a character. They should not be adding special cover change nullification in every character they release. That would be bad for the game, you know? Like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta only gets 5 counts of nullification. Yeah. Adjustments to length and activation opportunities for element disadvantage nullification. We consider a variety of factors when deciding the element of a new character, but one of the most important is whether specific parties need given element. However, element disadvantage nullification has increasingly been used as a way to ensure characters have competitive abilities of the meta. When they are released future characters, they have an element of disadvantage against examples of characters release into go neutral, like LF Super Saiyan God Goku or LF Omega Shenron. Okay. Adjustments to disruption, and recovery abilities. The limit on cut pin, which is sustained damage cut, which is I call cut pin effects, was one of the causes for the increase in disruption recovery abilities, and so it has been removed. Okay, so the disruption and recovery abilities, and also it has been removed. Damage cut pin effects will now be called damage guard. And see, that's why I said they changed the name to damage guard. No changes will be made how they function. Yeah, so technically what they're doing is they're just changing the name, but it's still going to be cut pin, but it's not going to be called cut pin anymore. It's going to be called damage guard now. So once the implement changes in May, we're going to start calling it damage guard and not cut pin anymore. But right now, because it's not May right now, we're going to call it cut pin for now. Starting in April, characters have greatly increased value for effects like inflicted damage up, damage guard, previously named cut pin. For their overall power, will be drastically stronger compared to existing characters. Let's see here. Revisions to ability text. Okay. Ability text has become too lengthy thing that has become hard to understand, so we will be addressing that issue. Thank you. With the goal of making the abilities of future characters easy to read and understand, we are revisiting the rules. Yeah. Revisiting the rules, not revising rules. Y'all screw up some of these words, bro. For the ability text, we also been moving excessive explanatory text and in-game help. Ability effects that activate at the start of battle are being moved into a new starter ability section. Okay, good. Before apply buff effects, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 3 timer counts, and nullifies special cover change for 3 counts. See, that's so much easier for a short context of how the ability is actually going to work. Very, very good. But like I said, all of this is all planned for May, and some of it is planned for April. It just really just depends. Okay, so these are all the adjustments currently planned for April. We'll begin to apply them to characters being released in April 2025. A number explicitly of abilities will be reduced gradually over an extended period of time. Okay, to prevent new characters from being unable to compete against those released before April. Yeah. In the current meta, if you were build a party around a character who was given 200% damage guard in exchange for having have little to no time comboing stop capability. It is possible you would never be able to stop your opponent's combo. We expect you would simply lose after spending 180 timer counts being comboed by your opponent. Yeah, that's what I do. I forfeit. I automatically forfeit because there's no point fighting that team or that match because that match was a waste already. We are making adjustments with overall meta in mind to assure characters are not weaker because the number of abilities have been reduced. Ultimately, our goal is to make characters' abilities easier to understand and to return to battles where a variety of elements and distinct characters' abilities are viable. We do not intend to make a game where characters compete using only 3 base status. So this is the conclusion. With each new character release, abilities have gotten longer and more complex. Yep, and they need to change it and address it. Alright, so this is all what they're planning for all the way up to May, from April to May. All this stuff right here is crazy. I didn't expect all of this, but this is probably going to be good for the game. But there's some other stuff I want to talk about here. Is the banners. Now, I know that the banners in the game are like trash. I know the banners are freaking garbage. And I want to talk about it, but hold on. I got to re-enter the game. General Cyborg Tau. Yeah, hold on. I want to talk about this real quick. Alright, was the banners. I'm just gonna click on a banner here. Okay, so these are the banners that I'm talking about. These numbers make no sense. I do not understand why these numbers are this, like, are these numbers? These numbers are too garbage. Like, look at these numbers. These numbers do not match. These numbers make no freaking sense at all. These numbers are garbage. So it's like, well, look at that. 1,000,000%. That's not even a number in Legends. These banners are, what? These percentages on these banners are freaking garbage, man. How can they screw this up so badly and you can't even pull not even one new character from the game? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you go, I'm going to show you my characters list that I do not have. Okay, so look at all these characters that I do not have in the game. I got shafted on all these characters right here. Look at all these characters that I did not get in the game. Look at all these characters. These characters are garbage, man. Not all these characters, but some of them are. But I'm going to say this. These are all the characters that I've never gotten in the game. I keep getting shafted. I mean, let's be honest. Like, there's something wrong with the summoning, because these numbers make no freaking sense. These are not real numbers. Like, because remember, it used to be 250%, 350%, 700%. When you summon on the banner, the numbers change. But now, they added this ludicrous number that is not a real number in Legends. And they added 250,000% and 50,000%. And then one of the players have Majin Do 1,000,000%. Bruh. That's not a real number in Legends. What is this? Bro. Majin Do is 1,000,000%. And you still can't even pull not even one copy of the LF. And that's 50,000%. What? And I can't even pull one copy. I spent like three KCC on this banner, and I did not even get one copy of this new Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima. I did not pull this character at all. Let's be honest, there's other people that didn't even pull the character, but I'm pretty sure there are quite a few players who have pulled the character. But guess what? I did not pull the character. You know? And this, like I said, these banners are freaking, I don't know what to say it, but look at these banners, man. I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna show you. Look at all these banners. Look at this. 1,000,000% on all, bruh. Glorio and freaking Goku Mini is freaking 1,000,000%, and then the rest is all 50,000%. These numbers are fake, man. What? 50 billion, bro? 50 million%? Nah, that's not a real number. Nah, you can't make this up. You cannot make this. You're gonna make a Goku freaking Mini free to play unit on this banner 50 million%? That's not a number in this game, bro. These numbers make no freaking sense. And you can't even pull not even one copy of these characters. You gotta summon. You have to summon quite a lot on this banner in order to pull these characters. You gotta summon a lot. Like, you gotta spend money on this banner. Nah, I'm not spending money on this banner, bruh. What about this banner? What the hell is? This don't even look like a real number. What is these numbers, bro? What? These numbers make no freaking sense. These numbers do not add up. What? What does this say? 5 million%, really? Bruh. These banners make no freaking sense. Oh my goodness, bruh. Let's try this banner. What? What is this? These numbers, man, make no sense. What about this banner? Yep. They need to change these numbers. These numbers are garbage, bro. 20,000%. Wait. What? These numbers make no sense. What? I didn't say character. Why would you go to character? What? Oh, featured character. It doesn't have that. Yeah, like, hold on. Yeah, old Master Pack banner. What? 1.8 thousand. What? These numbers make no sense. It's like showing 1.8 million. I mean, yeah, these numbers make no damn sense, bro. They need to change these numbers. 2.9. Nah, they smoking crack on that. Nah, they need to change this. They need to change it, bro. 2.9. Nah, bruh. These numbers make no sense, bro. I'm telling you. They need to change this. Bruh. I kid you not. These are the worst numbers in these banners ever seen. The worst. I don't know how to say this, bruh. They need to do a better job. Oh, my Zenkais. Bruh, I kid you not. These banners are a freaking disaster. These numbers make no freaking sense. You can go rewind the video. They make no freaking sense, bro. Some of the characters say 50,000. Some of them are 1 million%. 1%. Some of them are way under that, or sometimes some of them could be 2.9 million percent. The numbers do not match in this game at all. They don't make any sense at all. Like, these numbers make no sense, and you can't even pull these characters. You have to spend quite a lot of money to spend on these banners in order to get the extra copy characters, because you're not going to get the copy characters that easily. Especially LF. When it comes to LF characters are very hard to pull in the game. Ultras, they're kind of hard to pull, but they're not too hard. Because you can get one copy from 2,000%. You can actually get like one copy. I mean, it's crazy, man. Those numbers on those banners make no sense. Some of them are in the millions. Some of them are in the thousands, and some of them are way under 1,000, and it'll still be like similar, close to 1,000. It's like these numbers make no sense because these aren't real numbers in games. The only time when it's actually like real numbers that are actually in the millions is damage. Damage numbers actually be a large amount of damage. 1 million damage, 3 million damage, 3.2 million damage. But when it comes to summoning on banners, those percentages aren't real percentages. And that's why I'm like, there's no way, there's no such thing as 1 million percent. Like, there's no such thing as that. It's only in damage. There's 1%, there's 1 million damage, but there's no such thing as 1 million percent. There's no such thing as that. I think there's 100%, there's a 200%, there's a 300%, there's a 500%, there is a 900%, there is 1,000%, but not no 5 or 2.9 million percent. There's no such thing as that. There's no percentage that high ever to exist. 2,000% even exists, okay? Even 5,000% even exists. But when you compare to like 2.9 million percent, that's not a real number. That's why I'm trying to get people to understand these banners. Bro, they make no freaking, those numbers make no sense in those percentages. Those are fake. They're really trying to get you to spend money on this game. I get it. I know this game is pay to win. I know, but please take a look at the numbers. Tell me. See it for yourself. But see you guys in the next video. Peace out.